I've heard it said anyone can be a father, but it takes heart for someone to be a dad. And so I want to thank every single dad represented here in the Gideonstactical community, those of you watching who have exposed your heart and revealed your love to your children and done your best to point them in the right direction, teach them skills, teach them what it means to be a good member of society and to take care and have responsibility for the things in their life. And to celebrate that, today we're going to do a major Father's Day gift idea list video, running down all types of different gear and equipment from very budget friendly all the way up to primo and everywhere in between. This, I hope, will point you in the right direction, giving you good ideas across the spectrum of EDC, survival, bushcraft, camping, backpacking, and everything in between. So hang on as I share some epic gear ideas that can be the conduit to show your love and appreciation for the dads in your life. If you're new to the channel, I'm Aaron. This is Gideonstactical. Let's dive in. So as we kick things off, anything with the word Stanley, I think, is a fantastic idea, regardless if it's thermoses like this. This was a Costco special actually, but you can find all sorts, and this is how I daily make my pour over coffee, directly into that. You know, if they're into camping, the Stanley camp set with the polymer cups. I mean, it's like under 20 bucks, and this thing is bomb-proof. These will last the apocalypse. If you were asking me to build an apocalypse kit, this is what I'd be picking. You know, and they have all types of other stuff. This is one of my favorite kits, you know, just to drink any cold beverage in, or they're insulated 16-ounce pint glasses. And I mean, there's literally dozens of other Stanley cups, bottles, containers for, you know, beverage and food movement and storage that I love and I regularly use, and I think is a great idea, and they're really easy to score, regardless if you just want to order something on Amazon or you're just going through Walmart. A lot of these can be found very readily, and if I got anything with the name Stanley on it, I know I'd be pumped. Now, what dad doesn't love a new set of tools or a way to store their current tools? Well, this is a 2-for-1 with the WIHA 1/4-inch bit set. Now what this is Torx as well as hex bit kits, but they are stored in the body. So these are Torx, those are hex. They come with a magnetized driver, and that goes into the body, and now the case becomes the screwdriver. So you can torque stuff down, loosen stuff up. Fantastic for like working on more compact tasks like tuning knives, firearms, those type of things. I mean, it works perfectly for that, and they can be scored for under 20 bucks per kit. And guys, there are chapters in the timeline, so if you are familiar with the set of gear that I'm talking about, you can skip ahead to the next chapter and get informed on the next set of gear. Now, as a dad myself, with GT Junior and Junior Mark II just growing like weeds, man, it's amazing how fast kids grow. Cherish every moment of it. I'm always looking for my gear to do multiple things if possible, because I never know what scenario is going to arise. And this tool is so nice. I bought it twice because I actually had the GERBER PRYBRID, I believe is how you say it, a while back when it first came out. I let somebody borrow it at a job site. They left and I never saw them again, so I lost it. And then recently I picked up this one because whoosh, they've added a deep ride loop over pocket clip, which I think really adds the versatility that was a big downer to the original model. And I've carried this quite a bit now, just as, you know, like my knife for the day, and been very pleased with it. And it's cool because it's kind of retro in the sense that, you know, you just push the button to then slide up the blade. Has a lot simpler design, and for particularly dads who are maybe a little old school and prefer that, you know, like the sliding action and don't want, you know, the fast back, you know, button, or the, you know, Work Pro, and we got the O knife now. And the fastback is great for heavy utility, but the other ones are definitely like light EDC, because this is that simpler design with, you know, a solid piece of metal just going all the way through. Definitely more durable, gives you a full grip if necessary, you know, to use your utility knives. And then on top of that, it does have a couple extra little, you know, features, including the bottle lifter, bottle cap opener, scraper, pry bar, nail puller, and potentially, like, depending on the flathead, you can do some flathead work as well. And then has that little notch there for some cordage or like line cutting, you know, for like if you're fishing, you know, something like that. And it's simple and usually can be scored for under 20 bucks. So this would be a great little gift item if you're on a budget and you know your dad uses a lot of utility tools, or you yourself are looking for something like that. And I know with lists like this, it can be kind of tough to remember, oh, what item was he talking about a little earlier? So I'll have links to everything we're talking about in the description box below this video. And as we're going through this list, I do invite you to hit that like button and to consider subscribing if you're not yet a subscriber. Make sure to hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every week when I put up new videos just like this. And it is true, you, the viewers, that make videos like this possible. So thank you so much, in partnership with our regular sponsors here at the channel. And I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is HUCKBERRY, as they celebrate the importance of dads this Father's Day. And they've done that by curating an excellent one-stop shop for all of your Father's Day gift ideas. And regardless if your dad's like mine, who has a heart to explore the great outdoors and has passed that love on to me, or he's always in the backyard experimenting on the grill, coming up with new delicacies to share with the family. And maybe your dad has excellent style and holds his own in any boardroom and then loves to hit the back nine after a long week in the office. And my heart goes out to you ladies who want to show love and appreciation to the father of your children for all that he does for the family, but you're like pulling teeth to try and get any gift ideas out of them. This gift guide will help point you in the right direction. And if you want to get that gift in time for Father's Day, standard shipping ends today and expedited shipping ends June 13th. So I'll have links in the description box below over to the HUCKBERRY website, as well as my exclusive 10% off promo code that you can apply towards your very first purchase so that you can score that very unique and special gift expressing your love to your dad this Father's Day. Now, if you're watching this video and you're a regular part of the channel here, you probably love edge tools. So here are some great options for yourself or your dad this Father's Day. We have here the KERSHAW Camp 10. This is an amazing budget chopper. I love this thing. It has stood the test of time and is a very reliable tool and comes in at like $55. So it's gonna give you a lot of capability. It's really well balanced and able to baton, chop, make feather sticks, and has an ambidextrous polymer sheath. It's really one of the best values for a large chopping tool that is out there right now. So if you're looking for that size range, or you think that would just be like a cool thing for dad to take on his next camping trip or to help just clear the property, that is a great option. On the flip, if you really want to splurge and make something kind of custom for your dad, Architect Knives and their knife builder is an awesome option. This here is a USA made knife. They have several different sizes, from really compact fixed blades all the way up to like almost full-size choppers. What you can do is choose from several different blade steels. This one happens to be the AK 5.5. They have like the 3.5, I believe it's like the 8. There's gonna be a whole set of videos I'm gonna be doing real soon on these. This is a Magna Cut steel, but you can choose from 1095, 3V, S35BN. There's multiple types of steel depending on what is currently available, and they're kind of doing like runs of steel choices. Then after you pick your steel, you can pick from several different types of handle colors to choose from, and then you can also choose from different layouts in the sheath options. And something like this, made here in America, is gonna run around like $250 depending on the size of the blade, but it really gives you the ability to trick out and customize exactly a type of fixed blade that you know your dad is going to love and appreciate for a lifetime. Now this one may surprise you, but I cannot get enough of this tool as an EDC fixed blade, and it's the A&V Knives P200 in their newest rendition. They have kind of redesigned these blades in recent months. It came out, I believe, at the beginning of the year. Rocking Sleipner steel, made in the Czech Republic. This is a 4-inch blade, about 3.75 actual cutting edge, very high, basically a full flat grind, super slicey, extremely light and ergonomic, comes with a Kydex sheath. Good gift idea is to trick out, if you're on a budget, any blade would be an ULTICLIP. So I rock this actually with an ULTICLIP and put it in my front pocket, and it is a blast to use. I have carved up more meals than I can count and done more EDC tasks with this thing than you can really imagine. It's great as just a general utility knife or compact self-defense tool. It wouldn't be my first choice as like a dedicated bushcraft knife, but for general utility around camp and making some feather sticks, totally can do that. So this one, and it runs like 130, I think, on average. For this type of knife, it's a really unique piece, but is an extremely high performer for me in this kind of compact fixed blade range. Now, I've never met a dad who didn't want to be on time. And if you want to hook your dad up with a new watch for Father's Day, I think it's really hard to beat the value to just the name recognition, honestly, of the Casio series of either G-Shocks or illuminators. These things, they're so durable. I have yet to break one or have one fail on me or have like the wristband snap on me. You know, you can get inexpensive G-Shocks for like 40 bucks and you can spend a couple $100 on a G-Shock depending on the model. But I mean, I've never gotten a Casio G-Shock or illuminator, and those are like the more budget friendly options. I mean, check out how cool this guy looks. I think I paid $28 for this model right here. And I'll try to have a huge list again below, but so cool. I mean, they're so cool, and you can just match like the color palette. You know, your dad like wears blues a lot, or he likes dark colors, or he likes bright colors. You know, like you can match anything with the amount of options that are available in the Illuminator and G-Shock arena, and be a great gift item for Father's Day. Now, I really feel like we're living in like the golden age of pocket knives, because it seems like every month there's some new steel variant, there's some new locking mechanism, and if you're into blades as a hobby, it's really fun and exciting to explore and try out new things. But I know for a lot of dads, they just want like tried and true, simple. I don't want to relearn a locking mechanism, you know, like just give me something that really is simple and works well. There's nothing really more simple and logical in that arena than a lockback design. And my dad has never met a Spyderco lockback that he didn't like. And so regardless really of the steel variant, there's so many different options out there. You can pick any size range from really compact to giant and massive. This is a stretch Model 2. I love the updated blade there, and it's got K390 steel, which I freaking love that type of steel. You know, these things can go for like 150, and the base model is with VG10 is like 100, but you can go way more inexpensive than that, and you can go all the way up into a couple $100. But a simple lockback on a Spyderco, and if you need something that's even a little bit more budget friendly in the lockback arena, the Cold Steel Air LITE currently I found on Amazon for 50 bucks. I mean, you can't beat AUS 10 steel, G10, ambidextrous. That's the benefit also of like most lockbacks, is that they're ambidextrous. So, you know, if your dad's right or left-handed, they're going to be able to score something like this and really get the job done. And but regardless, both are very durable, but the triad lock on any Cold Steel that has a lockback is, I'm going to argue, just about bomb-proof. I have never broken one, let me put it that way, and I've batoned with many over the years, but this is a great value to size, being 3.5 inches of blade length, and can be just as good as in the backcountry as just as a daily EDC. And leave a comment below, what is your favorite lockback of all time? Now, I know not everyone is as lucky to have a dad that's really involved in their lives. I'm very blessed that my dad is somebody who I always bounce ideas off of, ask advice of, and you know, just have in my life to just help me, and it's such a blessing. And often he illuminates certain aspects to me of not only fatherhood, but just life in general. And so let's talk illumination here. And I have 3 options for us. The first being headlamps. If you know a headlamp is something that your dad could definitely use an upgrade in, well, then I want to make sure I got these right. The PETZEL, and these are the NITECORE series. You can get inexpensive ones for as low as like 20 bucks, all the way up to like the Primo right here that comes with a backup battery. Well, you either use AAAs or a battery bank that's rechargeable, like it comes with standard with, and these are maybe like 70, and everywhere in between. Some models will come with the batteries that are rechargeable, and it's like a bank. Some do not, and then you just buy them aftermarket if you want to. You know, there's a huge variety. But if you were to ask me, like, we ran into each other on the street and you're like, dude, I need a headlamp. Boom, I'm gonna say any version of these, just depending on your budget and what like options you're really looking for. Then on the flip side, you know, for really lightweight EDC, but you know, they like having a keychain. My dad used to a long time ago have like a little squeeze light. You know, you would like squeeze it and that would activate it, and then you let go. You know, I don't know what it was, 10 lumens or something. Well, those lights have come a long way, and this is a ROVYVON. I've had some version of a ROVYVON. My wife has had some version of a ROVYVON on our key rings for I think 2 years now, 2.5 since first coming across them. This is the Aurora Borealis. No, this is the A3 Pro. They have so many different versions, going from about 20 bucks up to like $30, $35. Rechargeable, USB-C now, up to like 700, 650, I think, lumens, and lots of variety, and they'll last like a month before I have to recharge them with my usage, and I use them, you know, several times a day, often for a few minutes with their different features. So that is a great budget-friendly option, but they're, you know, durable. They have polymer versions. They have you know, metal, different types. I think they even have some titanium versions available, aluminum, you know, stuff like that. And then this one, so nice. I bought it twice. We're talking about the NITECORE MT2A Pro. Yeah, Pro. This is up to 1,000 lumens, under 50 bucks. Got a really nice sized body to it. Will run on either 2 AA's or the integrated, I believe it's USB-C. Yes, USB-C battery. Really like that a lot. The pocket clip goes either way, so they can clip it to their hat. Really good design. I really connect with it a lot. I carry it in my EDC kit and often in my pocket, and it's kind of more of that like not generic, but like dedicated, like kind of larger flashlight, but is very carryable or throw in the glove box, or, you know, lots of different variety. And because of its bi-fuel option, as well as its inexpensive price, it's a great gift idea. Now, recently I've been doing a ton of unique multi-tool videos, and you guys have been loving that so much so that when I did the ROXON KS2 Elite video, you guys literally sold out Amazon in about 2-3 days, and they have yet to restock the Elite versions. But if you want to try something really unique and you think your dad might be into something like this, think of like a Swiss Army knife on steroids with so many different crazy stuff. You can get the original, which it has 1 or 2 features like a bit kit that doesn't come with the Elite, in my opinion, is the way to go, but it's out of stock. So, but there's still a lot of really cool features with the original, and hopefully soon they will restock, and I'll make a post when they do, of the Elite version with the D2 versus the like 5CR. So honestly, for me, we haven't talked about Leatherman in quite a while. And to me, for plier-based tools, I have yet, and I've tried Swiss Army tools, like the Spirit and some of the other ones, all GERBERs, all the other things. But if you're asking me, like, hone in, dude, on plier-based tools, and particularly if we're gifting them, Leatherman to me is still the way to go. So here are 3 options that I would say are kind of top tier for me to choose from. And I think I have used about 90% of every Leatherman and owned that has ever been created in the last like 15 years. So with that said, my list goes like this. If you are either on a budget, or you know that they would like to have pliers and maybe 1 or 2 other sets, but they want to carry it on their person like a pocket knife, the Skeletal is the way to go. I still love that tool. It is so good. It works so well. I love that thing to death. So that is a great option, usually about 75 bucks. On average. Then we move up to the Charge. I would bypass the Wave if we could, because the Charge just has a few other features that I really like. Upgraded steel on the blade, and really for the extra, I can't remember, 30 bucks coming in at like around 150, I think, to me is worth the upgrade over the Wave if you had a choice. And then finally, if you're looking for something that is just like overbuilt, you know that they are really tough on their blades and really tough on their tools, well then that's where the Surge would come in. The Surge is going to be, in my opinion, the most overbuilt multi-tool that Leatherman makes. I use it a lot when I have really heavy duty tasks to do. The one downside is it does not come with a pocket clip. They do make some aftermarket ones, and I found this aftermarket one that really works well. It's actually not a Leatherman brand, but it's tighter than the Leatherman brand pocket clips that fit in there. So that is a nice little adaptation, or if you know they already own a Surge, but you think that they might like the idea of a pocket clip, that's a good little option as well. But leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite Leatherman tool is to gift to those people that you love in your life. Now, for those dads who love to hike and explore and backpack and camp, or are maybe survivalists and preppers, you know, maybe even to the max, where you're kind of like, okay, Dad, yeah, I get that, and I'm trying to, you know, be prepared as well for the end of the world, but you're kind of taking it to the next level as you've retired. That's like your hobby now. Well, then GRAYL, hopefully I got that up right? GRAYL water purifiers, not filters, these are purifiers, man, have been with me and my family and my dad for years now. We have used them on so many trips, I can't even count them anymore. They work and function in a way that makes it extremely streamlined, and we know we're getting the maximum like level of purification out of them. I know if I had to go overseas for some sort of a trip, they are going to be able to purify water on all the continents in the world. They are resistant to freezing for a few times, you know, so they're not immediately damaged if that were to accidentally happen, and really have a functionality regardless if you want to go with like the original, if you want to cut down on some weight and make it a little more streamlined for like day hiking, or it's like just the ultimate set. There's also like the titanium. This is a titanium cup that can be like boiled and cooked with, and then once it cools down, which titanium cools down really quick, you can, you know, press it and keep using it. And this coming from somebody who has tested out the majority of water purifiers, water filters on the market. These are the ones that I just keep gravitating to because of the capability and versatility. So guys, that's just the tip of the iceberg and some ideas that have come to my mind right away that would make great gift ideas to show your love and appreciation to the dads in your life this coming Father's Day. But they're just good gift ideas in general, and just good items in general. You know, if you're not a dad and you're like, yep, you know what, one of those items totally makes sense for me, you can't go wrong. I mean, these are just like no-brainers in my mind. So I hope this video has been fun, entertaining, pointing in the right direction, giving you some good tips and ideas. Leave comments below if there are some good gift ideas that you guys have that you want to share with the Gideonstactical community. Put those below. That's always appreciated, and it usually gives me some ideas for upcoming gear reviews. So appreciate you guys. Have an amazing Father's Day. Thanks to all the dads in our lives. You are amazing, and appreciate you so much. And you dads that are working hard, doing your thing, putting in the grind, putting in the effort, and showing love and support to your children at the same time. Blessings to you, and just know that you are loved and appreciated. So till next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. See you out there.